That's the Luxor light. What are those like gold specks in the Luxor light? Are they like animals, like insects that have been attracted to the light, or like debris? If they're insects, they look like very large insects to be seeing that much of them from here, but I have no idea. Okay, everyone loves talking about money. Let's talk about some poker results with the beautiful Delano. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's either Delano or Delano. Never get a straight answer from anyone. Behind me, over my left shoulder, let's talk about some results. I put up the hours on the day 10 video, link at the top of the screen, and in the same format I will put up the money. It was $1,961 total in very close to 100 hours. I finished the last orbit when I hit hour 100, so it was 100.06 hours. Comes out to about $19.60 per hour. Also, one thing to note while you're looking at the daily totals on each side of the screen, there was no bias in these 10 days, and I'll explain that. When I put up the video about volume, smoothing the graph, I didn't mention that a lot of those weeks, I think I had 42 weeks where I had played at least 60 hours, and 40 of the 42 were winning weeks. A lot of those weeks had bias in them. I didn't start the week thinking, I'm playing at least 60 hours this week, let's see how much money I make. A lot of them happened naturally. I just happened to be running well, playing well, in great games were not breaking. A lot of things were going well, and when things go well, I don't leave. So a lot of times it just kind of hit me, things going well that week, and I happen to stay and play all day and play all night and play all-nighters and go to sleep barely, wake up early, go right back to the casino. And as a result of that, I happen to get many hours those weeks. A lot of those weeks, the money was showing up, and as a result, I played a lot of hours. This challenge was the opposite. My thought September 1st was get 100 hours in 10 days, but it still worked out that way. The money showed up. I made almost $2,000 in 10 days focusing on the hours. And I'm really into stats, you know, besides just the daily totals, the weekly totals. So I played 5 casinos. The 3 that I'll mention aren't really worth analyzing are up on the screen: Mandalay, Bell, and Caesars. And sorry if me saying Bell instead of Bellagio really tilts you, but gotta save time, gotta shorten some of these casino names. So those totaled only about 18 hours, and what I think Bellagio was like, I made 84 bucks. Caesars I lost about half a buy-in, and Mandalay I made like 50 bucks or something. But the bulk of it was at Aria and Bally's. Aria was about $1,300 in about 47 hours for about 28 an hour or so, and Bally's was about $650 in the remaining like 35 hours for about $18 or $19 per hour. Something important to note about that is someone in the comments like a month or 2 months ago asked, you know, you change casinos a lot. Where do you decide to play? Where do you decide to casino hop to? And it's just that in like a short period, a couple weeks, a month, I get a feel for what's going on in certain casinos. And since I've been back, since my Council Bluffs trip and the state park, you know, vacation coming back, since late July, just Aria and Bally's have been very consistently good. So I try there a lot. Haven't tried other places as much. It was different before the series. MGM had some amazing games between rakeback promos. There was a rakeback promo MGM had that ended in mid-January, and the next one started in late February. We had like 5 weeks of incredible MGM games. I was giving MGM a chance almost every night back then. Mandalay, you know, hit or miss. Keep an eye on the conventions. They host a lot of conventions, and you get a lot of people who are very new to poker. Even Venetian, before they started going overboard with these hours promotions, I gave a chance. I've played over 100 Venetian hours this year, almost none since I've been back. But there was a stretch where I was giving Venetian a chance a lot. So just over the course of, you know, a couple weeks, a month, you get a sense of what's going on. It's not superstition. It's just, you know, for some reasons, you know, you might have a theory on the reasons, you might be right, might be wrong, but there's something happening that games are consistent somewhere, and I usually give that place a try a lot until, you know, it runs out, and then I try somewhere else. So I hope you enjoyed this hours challenge. That's the wrap up. You guys got 10 videos, 2 wrap up videos, 1 about thoughts, 1 about money, and stay tuned in the next 3 or 4 days or so. I'll tell you when I think I'm going to go for the 250 hours in 25 days. It'll be before the end of the year, so stay tuned for that. Glad you guys enjoyed this series of videos, and thanks for watching.